Hello. Welcome back to the Zachariah FC channel. This week has been transfer news galore, honestly speaking. It's the tail end of the football season, and I've seen so much. Here we go, so much transfer windows. I feel like the Trent saga, when that ended, that's opened the floodgates for this week for big transfer rumors, big transfer dealings, and we're gonna talk about it. Before we do that, like, subscribe, do all of this YouTube stuff that YouTubers do all of that, and comment as well. First of all, let me share my screen. We're gonna talk about Marcus Rashford. According to Sam Luckhurst, who, honestly speaking, he's been starving since January, since we moved Rashford to Aston Villa on loan. This guy's been starving of Rashford news. This guy makes his big bucks from talking crap about anything about Rashford, talking nonsense about Rashford or United. He's been starving. He's finally got some big Rashford news, and this is Man United valuing him at 40 million right here. And you know that he's an academy guy, so it's 100% profit from him. And I don't know where we're gonna sell him, because he's refusing a wage cut. 325,000. Don't remind me, man. I forget how crazy is that wage we gave him. But this is our fault. We did this, and his deal doesn't end until 2028, so we still got 3 years. And the fact that he's not taking a wage cut, 325,000, it's just restricting him of potential suitors in the summer, especially Barcelona. That's the place he wants to go to, because he wants Champions League football. And Barcelona, yeah, they won the league. They played really well this season, but that's because they got a lot of La Masia players. They're still struggling with money. You have to remember that they got a new stadium that they're building, so that's taken them back as well. They got La Liga restricting them on player registration, so they have to move a lot. But I feel like they don't want to move a lot of players just for one guy. And I don't know where he would play. It's most likely, if he comes, he'll play striker and maybe replace Lewandowski, because he's slowing down, even though he had a good season this season. But he's not taking Rafinha's place. He's surely not taking Yamal's place. So I don't know where he'd fit in the team. He'd be good for, but honestly, even if he does sign, he'd actually suit the team well. High line, good on the transition. He'd do well. He's a good extra goal scorer on their team. But do they desperately need him? And this is just reminding me of the Sancho situation as well, because United are braced for Rashford to return for preseason training in what could be a similar situation to Jadon Sancho last year. Jadon Sancho last season came to the United States preseason. I watched the game there as well, one of the games against Arsenal. And then he went to Chelsea. And then you know the Chelsea situation. He's coming back to us as well. So we're going to have both of them coming back. Don't think Sancho will come back to preseason this summer again. I don't want that happening, but you never know. I don't know who he'd sign. There's no suitors for any of them, and we seriously need to get rid of them. I'm glad we got rid of them temporarily this season, because it meant less chattering and distractions from the team. But him and Sancho, Rashford and Sancho, we need to finalise and get them out. But the fact that Rashford's not taking a wage cut it's caused another problem. But I don't blame Rashford for not taking a wage cut. United gave him that money. We're only to blame. So I don't know what we'd expect. But yeah, look, Rashford wants to continue playing in the Champions League, so that's even limited as well. He could have gone PSG in January, even on a permanent, but they got Kvaratskhelia now, so we're stuck on that as well. But other news I want to talk about, and this is here we go. This is what I mean. This week is a bit of a madness with dealings with transfer rumors, and that is, give me 1 second. Dean Huijsen. Dean Huijsen to Real Madrid. Here we go. Bear with me. This is according to this is announced by Fabrizio. Understand, Dean Huijsen has now signed his contract as a new Real Madrid player. Deal completed, all signed, all between clubs with Bournemouth for £50 million fee. That's piss cheap nowadays. And the contract is until June 2030. Medical done yesterday in London, so he didn't even have to fly out. And Huijsen will be in the FIFA Club World Cup squad for Real Madrid. This is mad because Ancelotti's been begging for a centre back for the last couple of seasons, especially last summer. He wanted Lenioro. The Lenioro deal fell through. They were just moving stingy with their money, basically. I'm like, bro, you signed so many free players. Just pay pay for one player at least on a little high premium. But they refused to. Then as soon as Ancelotti leaves, they accelerate their dealings and sign Dean Huijsen. They even said that they don't even have money. They can't afford to get a centre back. So I thought they were screwed. But apparently the reason why they've gone through that deal now and they managed to get it through is because Bournemouth allowed them not to pay straight away. They've allowed them to give them until 2026. I'm guessing until 2026 summer. That's the deadline for them to pay. So that's why they're able to sign him. But honestly speaking, I thought Dean Huijsen would stay for another season just to develop a bit more. Guy's good on the ball, etc. Very calm, very like Rio Ferdinand-esque, Van Dijk-esque in terms of being on the ball. Tall player as well, and good at getting the ball and starting attack from defense. But I hear it. He's gone to Real Madrid. He's going to be an instant starter. He just needs a partner in crime that is a shithouse, that is a bastard, that is like very aggressive. And you got that in Antonio Rudiger. But the problem is, it's just going to be those two and Asensio as well. But they need another reinforcements in defense, and I don't think they can afford it. But so far for Real Madrid, this is a good signing. The next dealing we got, next news we got, Jeremy Frimpong. This is another news from Fabrizio Romano. Jeremy Frimpong and Liverpool deal at the final stages now, as every detail of personal terms has been almost agreed as expected. No issues on release clause, as Liverpool are in direct contact with Leverkusen since Monday over installments for the 35/40 million euro deal. Here we go is coming soon. This is a great replacement for Trent Alexander-Arnold. It's not going to be exact a replacement. He's not as world class as him, but let's be real, you're not going to get a direct replacement from Trent. You have to find someone that's a rare gem somewhere else, or even just accept that you're not going to find one for a long time, because Trent's just built different. Trent is just diamond in the rough. You just got lucky with it because he was in your academy. But my thing is, he'd suit Liverpool to a T. But if they're trying to get a left back and they're targeting Kerkez as well, how does it work defensively? You got two guys that are very, very attacking in different ways, but very ultra attacking. Who is going to defend them? Especially if you're targeting Wharton. But I don't think even if you get Wharton is enough to protect the back line. It's that right back especially side is going to still be exposed the same way that Trent's going to be, honestly speaking, and that's my worry. But it's something that Arne Slot has to figure out in the system. But that's why he wants midfielders that are similar to like Gravenberch, that are tall and physical. I think he's looking for more physical players in that team, especially in midfield. So we'll see that how that goes. I think they're probably the most likely going to get Milos Kerkez as well. See how that works, especially down him and Diaz on the left side. Honestly, where the hell these days left backs and right backs, full backs, they're back then no one used to look at full backs like that. Like, okay, they did their job, they defended well, they went up and down the pitch, but they weren't like that fancy type of play that you look at. other than the rare ones like Dani Alves, Roberto Carlos, Marcelo, Maicon, whoever. But nowadays, they're just coming in abundance, which is surprising me, because when I was younger, I could not care less about fullbacks. That was the position that I hated the most. I hated playing, and I didn't really look at fullbacks as players that I look up to, basically. But yeah, Jeremy Frimpong to Liverpool, basically a done deal. There's a lot of deals going on this week that I can't fit into one video, but United, please look at your age mates. I want you to be like them. Every summer we see the same thing. Man City, Liverpool, oh, they're in talks to sign this. Tomorrow they've signed them. But United, they're in talks to sign this player. Next day they're still in talks to sign this player. Next week, the player wants to join United. The week after that, talks have broken down. The next week, nothing. Radio silence. Then the final day, panic. Oh, we didn't get that player that we wanted. Let's find another player that doesn't even suit the team. And now we got Rasmus Højlund, and now we got Joshua Zirkzee, and we just shoehorned these players and bought them for too much money, and they don't even suit the team. Gave them monster wages. I don't want to see that. Honestly, I just want to see quick dealings. But I'll be real, I don't trust it, and I don't think it's gonna happen. But anyways, this is the end of the video from here. Like, subscribe, do all of that, comment, and let me know what you think of these transfer rumors, these transfer news, especially with the Rashford deal. Where do you think he's gonna go, and do you think he's gonna eventually have to cut down his wages just to get a move out of Manchester? Peace.